PPC for attorneys in 2019. How can you take advantage of Google's massive changes for your law firm, okay? Google is making a tremendous number of changes right now to Google Ads, and primarily Google is pushing automation. They want to make it so that campaigns can be set it and forget it, so that the everyday person can log into Google Ads, pick a couple keywords, and then their ads just show up and they pull in clients. However, as we know in running a law firm, it's not that easy. Legal is the most competitive niche on Google Ads by far. There are no other niches where there's $1,000 clicks going around. So our push here at the SMB team is to make sure that you keep control of your advertising campaigns so you can pull in more cases, waste less money, and have control over the quality of cases that are coming in. I know that's what you want, so listen closely to these recent changes so that you can take advantage of them or at least be aware of them. So number one is the move from accelerated to standard bidding, right? So what does that mean? Accelerated bidding meant when you set a $60 per day budget or a $500 per day, whatever budget, Google would essentially, you'd set your daily budget, you'd play your ads, boom, your ads would show until you spent $500 and then your ads would be shut off. Now, Google makes it standard delivery, which means that you don't really know when your ads are going to show up throughout the time frame that you select. It's not as clear cut. You may spend $100 at 9 a.m., another $100 at 3 p.m., another $100 at 4 p.m. You have less control over when your ads show up than you did in the past. So that's one thing. They also did away with hour-by-hour day parting, which means you used to be able to show your ads in 1 hour blocks throughout the day. Now you can only do it in 3 hour blocks. So bottom line here, this is Google's push towards less control on the advertiser's end as to when their ads show up. Next is average positions gone. So average position is essentially where your ads show up in the auction. The reason that average position's gone is for some keywords, when people type in a lawyer-related keyword, sometimes those ads will show up at the bottom of the page, okay, beneath the maps, beneath the organic section, at the bottom. So you have 3 map listings, you have 10 organic listings, and if the first ad is showing up at the bottom, you're technically the 14th position on that page. In the past, Google would report that as position 1 from the ads perspective. But it was misleading advertisers because they thought, what the heck, I'm showing up first, why am I getting no clicks? Little did they know they were showing up at the bottom of the page on Google, which was causing tremendous confusion. So now they've moved toward what's called top of page impression share, absolute top, and these are things so that you know what percentage of time your ads are actually showing up at the very tippy top of Google versus at the bottom, okay? Next is another move towards automation and lack of control. Google's moving away from specific match types. So we used to be able to do exact match keywords. For example, car crash lawyer. You could bid on those 3 lawyers with an exact match type and make sure that your ads only showed up if someone typed in car crash lawyer. Not the case anymore. Now, if you bid on the keyword car crash lawyer exact match, you can still have your ads show up for motorcycle crash lawyer and close variants to the word car. So think about the problems that this causes. Someone who's looking for a motorcycle accident lawyer is probably not going to click on a car accident lawyer ad, an ad that says car crash lawyer, right? So the way to solve this is you're going to have to do a heavier push towards your negative keywords. Negative keywords are exclusions. So when you create a car crash lawyer ad with car crash lawyer keywords, you're going to have to proactively exclude all the variants of car, which would be motorcycle, truck, semi-truck, scooter, motorbike, all these conceivable variations of a auto accident, right? You're going to have to proactively exclude them so that Google doesn't take your $100 click and show it to someone who's typing in motorcycle lawyer and show your car crash ad to them. So you can work with this, but you need a heavy negative keyword strategy. They're trying to make it so that one keyword maps to 1,000 keywords. Again, so that it makes the everyday uneducated advertiser able to just log into Google, say personal injury lawyer, family law attorney, and then their ad shows up for all these different related terms. Family law, your ad would show up for that keyword for divorce law, custody law, child support law, all these variations that maybe you don't want. Maybe you don't want child support cases because typically they're lower income and people are concerned about child support, whatever. You would lose control over that strategy if you didn't have a negative keyword strategy at the ad group level. If you want more information on this, go to smbteam.com and get a free consultation because we really can help you with all of these recent changes. Another thing is the move towards local service ads. Local service ads have been spun out in a couple of geographies for construction companies, actually is where they started. Local service ads are the Google guarantee ads. If you were to type in something like window company near me and you're in one of their beta testing markets, you would see these local service ads show up above the Google ads. Local service ads are lead generation ads, okay? You only pay per lead. They tested this out in a couple of niches of law, estate planning, and a handful of others that are lower traffic nationally in a couple of markets. And I think they recently pulled it back down in a lot of the geos because they're going to work through how they're going to make it work. Local service ads are coming, and this is going to be a huge disruptor to how lawyers generate business. We also think there may be a push towards Google monetizing map listings and monetizing SEO because Google is only making money from the top 3 slots in Google now. So the only conceivable way for them to grow revenue for their shareholders is going to be monetizing that map and SEO somehow. Don't know how that's going to happen yet, but I can assure you that one thing's not going to change. Quality content will rule because Google still needs people to go to their search engine so that they can attract people there, so that people want to advertise there, okay? The last thing is going to be smart campaigns. Smart campaigns, automated bidding. Essentially, a smart campaign, again, takes away control from you. A smart campaign, the best way to put it is it's the opposite of like manual bidding. It's the opposite of going into a campaign and saying, I'm only willing to spend X dollars per click. I'm only willing to spend X dollars per lead. Smart bidding essentially just opens you up to whatever the market has, right? So smart bidding is the lowest level of control you have over your advertisements. Now, there's some arguments to be made that Google's algorithm is smart enough to know what a estate planning lawyer will pay for a lead versus a personal injury lawyer versus a criminal defense lawyer versus a family law attorney. But nonetheless, if they were to enforce only smart campaigns, you would, again, lose control over your campaigns, and it would really come down to a very heavy negative keyword strategy at the ad group level, which, again, we can help with, but it's very complicated. All things said, how do I see this affecting the legal marketing industry? Bottom line, if you're not smart, it is going to cost you more money to generate quality cases from the search engines. If you are not smart, Google is going to take control back in their hands, stop making things so manual in their processes, and make it so that they command the price versus you commanding the price. But there are ways around this with negative keywords, like I said, doing very specific long tail keywords that are less competitive and lower cost per click with those heavy negatives. There's ways around it. You have to be proactive and not reactive here to succeed on Google for your law firm in the next 3 to 5 years. Mark my words. So I hope that this content was valuable for you and that you saw value in making actually some changes to your campaign so you can stay ahead of the ball. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and if you have any questions in the comments of the video, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Otherwise, go to smbteam.com, smbteam.com, to get your free marketing consultation and figure out how we can revolutionize your law firm's Google ads in 2019. Thanks.